Wow, I'm so excited to show you this site that I have designed in Lovable. This is the template that I'm sharing with you, not the site that I actually launched my summit live with. So you get to see like how it actually will present when I actually deliver it to you. So this is a fully mapped out summit funnel. So it includes the homepage, the summit like opt-in page, the registration page. We also have the thank you page, the daily pages, and a dashboard, plus a speaker embed. So let me talk you through the whole thing, okay? So this is an option if you want to self-host, like have your own domain that you're going to use for the summit. So I'll tell you how I did this. When I hosted my summit, I had my summit pages, so like my opt-in page and my checkout, upsells, thank you pages, all of that was through my course platform, Newsendler, and that's how I actually built out my website and my sales funnels and things like that. So I used that for myself because I wanted to use Newsendler's affiliate program to track, the purchases and things like that. If you are someone that use something like Thrivecart or Samcart, you can, host this on your own domain or even a subdomain and use that system to track the affiliate, outside of like, in terms of purchases and things like that. So you could use this as a complete site where you don't have to do anything else. You would just need like Thrivecart or Samcart to connect and track any affiliate like purchases and do the cookies and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, this is why I created it this way. So you have the choice to either um, create this from scratch using the whole funnel or use it as inspiration to then design certain things in there. There will be pages that you will definitely keep on Lovable, and I will show you those ones in a moment. But let me just walk you through really quickly this one. So we've got our hero message up the top here, a little bit of about the summit, what to expect, a call out section for the host, and I can show you I guess the whole kind of like funnel step by step in another video, and you can compare to what I created in reality and what the template is if you need to see that as well. But you can see here, we've got a little bit of a call out for you to be present and shine. And then we have a little bit more about like what the summit's about. This is obviously the template was designed for an audio summit, so the context is there, but you can absolutely adapt this to be a like a video summit, or even completely adapt it into a bundle or something like that. Any other kind of collaboration event this would be useful for. So what we have here is the Meet the Speakers. We've got a little bit of a image issue here, but that's just with that image that's been used. So it's just broken, the image that's been created. But you can also see this in the embed page. So if you wanted to like host the registration page somewhere else, you would use this code in order to like in the iframe in order to like embed that in your website or on your pages. So currently people do this with things like Softer or Spread Simple, where they will use those platforms to like embed and host that context that comes from Airtable. This is a different way of doing that, right? So yeah, then if you do go ahead and like just copy the container or the concept for this page, then you can use this instead. You can use that embed instead, or it's already here for you. So this is actually just a placeholder, but these are actually connected to an Airtable base that I will also provide to you as part of this process. So you have everything that you need to connect together. Then we have a little bit about the summit, like what to expect, what timelines. In this example, we had a implementation retreat. This is also, your all access pass and stuff like that. So little bit more about what makes it different, the event sponsors here as well, and some FAQs. And then we have at the very bottom, you might have noticed this is all the way through, this would be your button to capture emails. So that could be like a pop-up or redirect to another form if you wanted to, or you could also adjust it to be like any of these buttons could be like a form, name, email, below, button kind of thing. Depends on how you want to lay it out, I suppose. Then we have the thank you page. So once that's been received, the content has been, contacts have been collected. And as I was saying before, you can use something like MailerLite or ConvertKit or others, and use the API keys to connect to them as well. So the thank you page, we have an opportunity for you to embed your video. Sorry, I just was pausing for my dog to stop barking. So we have the option to embed a video, like a video sales letter, to then walk people through what to expect next, and to sell them on the All Access Pass. So this is like, the regular, this is what you've been signed up for, this is what you can expect. And then it takes you through, the next thing. So the All Access Pass versus implementation week, whatever that looks like for you, this would be what you would, change in here for yourself. And then having these go to a checkout as well. So, if you're hosting on Thrivecart, for example, you might want to use, their links to that. Same with Samcart, etc., etc. All right, and then you want them to go somewhere else if they're not going to sign up for the All Access Pass. And so, we have go to the community, the Facebook group, or whatever you've got set up. Okay, so now let's work through the different presentations. So those 2 pages that I was just walking you through are 2 that you can use as inspiration to then create your own site on your own site, on your own marketing funnels, that sort of thing, like wherever you host your website, however you want to do that. If you don't want to use my template, whereas the next few pages I'm going to show you are where you definitely want to use Lovable, rather than trying to, connect the dots elsewhere. This is kind of like when someone receives the daily emails, they will get access to these pages. So I have created 3 daily pages, and the way that they're set up is that you can choose to either have it set on like an evergreen model, where after a particular day, it redirects and it expires, so that link no longer works, and then it redirects to the next page. The other option is to have it on a countdown, so a specific date, and you would just talk to the chat in Lovable and tell it which one you want to do. And then it kind of pops up here and does a bit of a countdown. So this is an example of one of the daily pages. So you would have like what the daily theme is, and then some information about it. Again, this is like configured for Hello Audio. So this is where you would put your universal link here, and it would then kind of be populated here. And you can have like your Hello Audio affiliate link as well. Then the host has sort of prime position, and their profile, I guess, is here, but also their episode or their video, whichever way you wanted to embed, whether it was video or audio, you can use that. So this is, again, just a placeholder just to give you an idea of how it plays out. And then the information of, the context of the actual, topic of discussion, the description, all that sort of stuff, the bio of the person, their website, their name, etc. This is all coming from the Airtable database. And then the free resources here. And then if they're part of like the all access pass or the implementation week, you can highlight that and call it out here so that people know, okay, so I really like that presentation. They've got this in the workshop, pass or whatever. I can definitely consider signing up for that. And then the daily speakers are listed here. So very much the same kind of layout, just not as prominent, I guess, on the page. And so the color schemes and all this sort of stuff you can adapt and change, and I will show you how to do that in just a moment too. And yeah, and then you can have like a call out, like a call to action at the very bottom. So again, selling people into the all access pass through here as well. So that's day one. Day 2 and 3 are exactly the same. The only difference is that day 1 goes to day 2 when it expires, day 2 goes to day 3 when it expires, and day 3 when it expires goes to the all access page, sign up thing. So for this example, it would go to the thank you page because that's where they're invited to purchase the all access pass to get access to it again. You could have that go wherever you want, essentially. Dashboard, just to show you how that would work for your all access page. So when someone signs up for all access, you want to give them access to everything all up front. And this is a great way to do that. And, they can see everything in a snapshot. So they can see each of the individual days. Again, we've got like how to add this to your page. How to add this to your podcast feed. The host is here highlighted, and then each speaker kind of flows down that page. So you can toggle that to open and close each of those. Then below that is like, this is what else you need to know because you're part of the all access pass. You get access to these things. This is what's included. So if there was a bundle for example, then you would want to embed that here. So that would probably be something that I can help you with as like an extension pack if you're wanting to have a bundle as part of your summit, or if you wanted to host a bundle with this template, reach out to me and I can give you some information on how to upgrade to that. It won't, it's not a huge expense. It's just a slight tweak to the template, and I would need to give you access to that. So yeah, and then you can have that like embedded here. This is information again that's pulled from your Airtable base as well. So whether it's the bundle or the information, the way you've set it up will come through here. So yeah, if you want it to be like kind of displayed differently and you're not sure how to work that and make it kind of play differently, then we can do that in a different package as well. So if you let me know, I can help you with that. And then because there's obviously going to be additional bonuses that you might want to offer them, this is where you would be able to include that here. And then a final call to action. So let's say once they've done the all access pass, what's the next step that you want them to join into? Is there a membership? Is there a product you want them to purchase? This would be where you could highlight that for you there. Okay, so we've already talked about the speakers embed, and that's essentially the same concept that I was talking about before, where we could kind of pull the information from Airtable and create an embed for your, your page, your site that's hosted somewhere else, and have a iframe kind of HTML code embed on that page. So this would be where you would grab it from. And then what I want to show you now is our brand configuration page. So this is where you would go ahead and make some changes to the broad strokes kind of branding. So this is all very generic at the moment, but you can see you would change, the name here. You would put your tagline in here, upload your logo if you wanted it to populate, and then the color schemes in here as well, so that the theme of the pages would look the same. And then there's some prompts here as well if you need to or want to update any of the code to reflect this. So we would put it in here for like a holding kind of place, and then you would grab the prompts here to make the changes that you need to. So we've got branding, content, again, some AI prompts to make changes with, the links that are relevant, where things are being redirected to, and the prompts that kind of connect with that. So it's kind of like this is the prompting, like this is the container, and then the information is populated into the prompts here. And this is where I was talking about the timer settings, like how you're going to actually have the countdown timers set up, whether it's evergreen or countdown, and how long people have available for the all access pass and how long they have access to the daily pages. So I'm talking about those pages in themselves. So for me, I gave people 30 days to access the all access pass content. And you can put that for like 365 days or whatever you want to do. And then again, here's all those generated prompts. And then here is probably the best part of this whole thing is like a setup guide to walk you through what you need to do to get everything, configured for yourself. And each phase is outlined here. So we have phase 1, getting started. You want to go ahead and configure your brand. And then you've got the prompts here that you can go and talk to in Lovable here. So you would grab this, prompt here, make a copy, paste it there, and go from there. So you would kind of grab a copy, da 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 da, etc., and then talk to it. So that's how it would work. Each of these steps, you can then tick them off, and it would show your progress. And you can kind of, do things a little bit out of order if you need to, but all the things are here for you to follow. And then additionally, we've got the brand configuration page here again, plus how to connect Supabase and how to connect Airtable. So those two are really important as part of this process. And this is a really cool thing to have within the site itself, so that you can go through and check things off and get stuff sorted for this event that you're hosting. All right, so hopefully that kind of gives you a bit of a feel as to what to expect with the site and what's included. If there's anything in particular at this point that you're thinking, gosh, I'm missing something really major for a summit, let me know. But I hope that I've covered everything. Obviously, I have tested this myself with my own summits, and so I know that it works, and elements are kind of there and adaptable quite easily for specific video versions, or like I said before, even bundles could be used for this, or maybe like a conference or a retreat or something like virtually that you're going to do online. There's some ways you can adapt this just using the prompting with Lovable. So yeah, that's the whole package. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing you on the walkthrough video that we do. I'll have a date that you'll be able to book in for. So there'll be a walkthrough video, a bit of a Q&A opportunity, and like any troubleshooting we can do at that time. I might even pick someone to use as a demo, so you can see how we actually adapt this whole system to suit that. But and if you once you purchase this, if you have or notice any strange goings on, like if there's some quirks or problems with the template or anything like that, once I stripped out everything that I was doing in reality, it might have lost some of the context. So if there's any random stuff that's happening, then let me know and I can fix that for you. This is what this early stage of the sale process is all about, getting you in to help me test it and make sure everything's working at a discounted price. is part of the process. So thank you for being a part of this. And yeah, as I said before, if you've got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you soon. All right, see ya.